Dev Stream with yours truly, Laris and Scooten.
Hello, guys.
Today we will be looking at a new template, and we
Yeah.
will be going over how to use it. Scooten will guide you through that,
Yeah.
and also look at how it can be used, and look at a game you are currently building on.
Yeah, that's correct. So to begin with, you can see the new template is available. It's called the cylinder camera template. The name might change, but that's what we call it for now. And let's just try and open it and see what it's all about.
Yep, and by the way, we are revealing a weekly challenge. Means it's going to run for a week, and we are revealing it at the end of the stream, where you will have a chance to win a CREY Games hoodie, as well as a month membership with the Discord Nitro. We will link to the reveal, of course, in the stream chat, and as well on Discord as well.
Yeah. All right, so now we're inside the new template, and let's just have a look at it real quick. If you press 9, as you can see, we have the character running, and then we have this camera that's actually looking at you. So, as you can see, when I run further away from the center point, it sort of follows the character, but only like to the outer circle here. And then when we run in, it's gonna look, and I'll just explain in a minute how it works. This is just so you can get sort of an idea about how it works. Template. And we just placed a couple of small primitives here just to give you a sense. So it'll sort of rotate around the center of the map and then sort of center around the character. The way it was made is, if we just dive under, there's actually 2 sensors. So we have one sensor, which is this one, which is always looking at the...
Seeker.
It's a sensor. Nice, Seeker. It's a Seeker. Yeah. I'm sorry. Did I said sensor? I'm sorry.
No, well, you know, when you build a lot.
Yeah. All right, it's a Seeker, everyone. So one Seeker is always looking at the character, but then there's this this camera. Wow. There's this camera glued to this Seeker right here. So the Seeker is looking at the character, but the camera is even further away, and that's what sort of creates the distance between the center and the camera. So you can see the character will always be in between the Seeker looking at you and the camera, and that's what creates this effect here, that it sort of lowers the camera when we run out.
Hello, Jordo. Hello, Oregano.
And then there is, let's just see, there's another Seeker which is controlling the vertical axis.
Oh, yeah.
Just give it a moment here with the loading. It's going to be a lot easier once we can actually see.
We need like filler music when there are long load times.
Yeah,
so we can like early alpha. As I mentioned to begin with, the template is on live now, so you can just go and play around with it yourselves. And hey, Guanplants, and welcome.
We'll just close this down. Just open it again.
Oh yeah, okay, we can do that.
Yeah, it was just taking too long.
Hey, King Shibu, welcome to the Twitch stream.
Hello.
We just had a loading issue. We'll try to see if we can get it up and running again.
Certainly hope so.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, seems like we do have some issues now with the loading.
Yeah.
Maybe we actually have to skip that template and go to show what
just
you
go
built
straight
with the template.
Yeah, that could be it. I mean, it should work for everyone. So if you go to the templates and just load that. Let's see if that can even load from the side right now. It appears that there could be a little...
Seems like we do have some issues with the current setup for the page.
Well, how about that?
Refreshing didn't help.
No, let's try again. Refresh.
Try to hard refresh this.
All right.
No. All right.
Well,
well, that's it for today. We're gonna just sit here and make really weird jokes.
Yeah. Well, that's
Thank
such a
you
shame.
for tuning in.
Yeah. Really sorry about that, guys. It is early alpha, so stuff like this will happen from time to time. It's such a shame that it just randomly happened as we went live with the stream. We sort of made it into the template, and we spent just I think a couple of seconds in there, maybe a minute.
Oregano also writes he cannot load the website.
Okay, so we're not the only ones.
No. I just tried to write that. See if we can get a response from anyone.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're really sorry about this, guys. It does happen sometimes. The servers go down and they come up again. It's very unfortunate that it happened just as we went live here. What we were showing you before this happened was a new template.
Yes.
It is called the cylinder camera template.
Yep.
And what it does is that there's this cylinder in the middle of the map where there's a camera that's always looking at you.
Yeah.
But it's actually looking from the outside and then in. So it's looking towards the center. But between the camera and between the center of the map, you have the character running.
Yeah.
All right. So it's always going to follow the character. And it's a really cool sort of dynamic camera that's very easy to build around, I think.
Yeah.
And it really helps you create this cool atmosphere. And basically, you just have this cylinder, and it will follow you up and follow you down as well.
Yes.
So you can just build multiple levels and layers. And we're going to show you this. If we get this up and running again, we're going to show you something.
Crossing fingers.
Yeah, something that we've built with it. Now something is happening. I'm not sure if it's...
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, we're slowly...
And did I just...
Is stuff happening? Oh.
Stuff is happening.
Oh, wait.
Let's try here.
Thank you for your patience.
Thank you very much for your patience.
We need a technical timeout TV show.
Yeah.
Mine's back up, although slow. Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
Oregano, yours is working. Let's see if we can get in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in.
Okay,
All right.
we're good
Brilliant.
again. We're good again.
Perfect. So, let's just take this again. There is a camera that is out here. This camera is always, should I say, it's glued, I should say, to this seeker. This seeker, however, it's not moving. As you can see, I've restricted all the axes.
Yeah.
That means it's only looking at the character, right? So this camera here and this seeker, it's always looking towards the character, and then it's moving up and down because we've glued it to another seeker here, which is hidden in the cylinder, and this is the result, right? So it basically follows the character around, and it sort of moves up a little bit when you run towards the middle, and it pans down when you run sort of towards the camera.
It's a really nice way to...
So it's just a little
to
fun
build a scene around.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, we just built this little jumping scene here, and you can just expand on that. I'm very bad at this, but you can do with it whatever you want.
Well...
And I think I'll just stop trying to actually
you can do
get past this.
You can do it.
All right.
Yeah.
And maybe we should just have a look and see what we're building right now with it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So basically, Skuden is going to show you this template, something that he has built around it, a work in progress, I guess.
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
It's actually the way back home.
The way back home, yeah. I thought that was a cute title for it.
That's a good name. I saw it previously, and it really gives an interesting exploration feel when you use the camera like that.
So as you can see, it's a really strange-looking build right now, because the camera, all the action is going on here around this cylinder here that I've built, and I'm using a lot of terrain as well. But the thing is that sometimes you want to create this like some depth in the picture. Let's say here, the forest over here, it's only barely visible, but I'm placing it over here as well. That's why it looks so strange when you get over here. It doesn't make any sense, but because we have this very controlled camera.
Yeah, it looks weird in the editor,
it does
but
make
that's
sense. Yeah.
but that's when you see level design like that. It's,
But let's have a look at it. Just see the progress, get a little sneak peek.
Yeah.
See what's going on.
You chose this pumpkin.
Yeah, I chose the pumpkin character because I thought it was
Yeah.
cute. And you can see here, you can run towards the camera, and it gives this cool depth. So you actually have quite a lot of space. It's not like a 2D thing, but you have quite a lot of space to build with.
Yeah.
And the idea of this game was just to create something that's, I don't know, sort of nice to just run around in, not too difficult. Something where you have a lot of choices in terms of which route you want to take, which way you want to go.
But it's also nice to see the transitions, so you can actually build up different chapters and make like the world settings can quickly change, like a classic going from summer to winter, stuff like that, where you go here and you can actually make with the terrain and the polish of the scene with the trees and everything, the assets, make really great transitions.
Definitely. So I thought that was sort of the idea, that I wanted to make these transitions between different environments so that you felt like you were running through different worlds.
Yeah.
But actually you're just running up this cylinder, right? There is at one point where I'm doing a little something with the camera. I'll just explain that when we get to that point. Because like one of the challenges building this particular level here is actually that you keep building on top of what you previously built, but that also means it's blocking the sun. And it's actually, so you very quickly end up just making everything very dark.
Yeah.
Oh, just need to fix the terrain there. Yeah, but we'll get to that.
It's also a really nice setup for small puzzles along the way.
Yeah, definitely.
See here. Oh, that's nice. See, by the way, if Saito, if you are watching this, just want to mention that we did complete the last tree game you made, the puzzle. It was beaten. For those of you wondering, I'm just gonna share that puzzle with you. It was actually, I think Guan was the breaker of the puzzle.
Puzzle breaker.
Yeah, the puzzle breaker. Guan, the puzzle breaker. The breaker.
All right, so actually here,
it's this game I'm talking about.
I got to a point here where it was like, okay, if I build another level on top of this using the same cylinder, it's actually gonna make everything dark, like over here. Everything will be covered in shadow.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I had to make a decision to just move the camera out. So what I did was actually just disable the camera that we've been using the whole time, and then make this transition we're seeing now.
Oh yeah.
Which is just a camera on a seeker following the character with a little transition time, and then only in this direction that we're running right now.
Yeah.
To pull the character away from where we've previously been running, and then place a new cylinder camera in the new area. Yeah. Well, I'll show you in just a minute.
Again, you can just check it out yourselves with the template.
Yeah. And we can just look around this.
I haven't seen that.
No.
You've added a card?
Yeah, I thought
nice.
we should just have a little challenge.
Yeah.
So the idea was also like make these small challenges in these different areas, but not too difficult, just enough so that you feel like you've been challenged just to some extent.
Got an idea for a mine game right there.
Yeah.
A mining game.
And then like do a little jumping, a little platforming, do these transitions between the environments, and yeah. I mean, it's not finished yet because I really want like a place like this, for example. I think there should be something going on, just because now we're in the safe zone. We shouldn't feel too safe, I think. Yeah. So we'll slowly work towards that. But as you can see here, now we're back with the cylinder camera. It's a new cylinder I placed after we moved the character out of the other area.
Yeah.
And please just stop me if none of this is making sense.
Stop, please.
All right, and as you can see here, we're almost home. And just gonna jump over here.
Yeah.
And here we are, back to the pumpkin farm.
Back to the pumpkin farm.
Nice, cozy little area.
Yeah.
And we're gonna run in here.
Home.
Voila. All right.
Voila.
So that's about 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, really, really good with the transitions.
So let's see if we can...
so then we talked about... hey, Dune, welcome to the chat and the stream. Who grows pumpkins in a snowy terrain? Well...
Pumpkin Man does.
Yeah, someone with the right attitude does.
Yeah. Good question, though, but I mean...
Well, yeah. See, that's it's imagination.
And we're back here. Well, I do think it's snowy, but it's sort of transitions into something a little a little greenish, right? No, not really. All right, we'll fix that. Like this. That's green enough for pumpkins, isn't it? Yeah, but I mean, it was definitely and has been a very fun challenge building this. I think there are certain things that really enhances like games like this.
Yeah.
Which is, if you notice, like some things are placed between you and the character, and some things are placed like behind the character, and I think that's really important to give it like this three-dimensional feel. Let's just see if we load it here. Like that you have these trees sticking up in front of you. This tree, for example, like it just gives this dimension to the game, which I think is really important. Not in all games, but in some games it definitely is, like different layers of things that you can see.
Yeah.
Here as well, like the vines sticking up. I mean, and it's a rough balance sometimes, because I mean you don't want anything blocking the character doing important jumps, for example. Which is sort of what I'm doing here, but I feel like it's in a way where it's a little bit annoying, but this terrain or this environment is supposed to be a little bit annoying. I mean, it's viney and it's thorny and it's like, so I mean,
Yeah.
that's some of the choices that you make along the way.
Yeah, you can set traps. You can do whatever you please there.
Yeah.
Could have a section if you are like the combatish type. You could have a section with the bat or the pistol.
You could actually do that.
Yeah.
Maybe there should be some combat somewhere.
Is there a transparency setting for primitives so you can make them transparent in certain areas?
Okay, so let's try to answer that.
Yes. Good question.
Maybe we
Oregano.
just scooch over here where we can see stuff. Actually, there is, but it's... Oh, that was the wrong thing. Let's see here. The way it works is that you want to take out a primitive. So let's take a sphere instead. Bump that up here. Then let's give it a color. Let's see. Let's just give it red. All right. If you want this to be transparent, what you can do is that you can go into the gameplay section here, find a hider, and if you just place this hider over it, you can see it sort of turns transparent. And this is basically what you want to do. I recommend just actually using the target here to target the sphere, and then inside the hider you can change the visibility. So this is the transparency, the opacity, sort of. You can even disable the collision of the character. I mean, it's on by default. So you can also have a transition time. Let's put that to, let's say, 2 seconds, and you can see here it takes 2 seconds for it to change to the new visibility settings. So yeah, this is what you can do. Also in here you can disable the collision if you want that.
I think that
Just play around with the colors.
Was it King Shibu who actually made the runner challenge, who used the hider to make a setup for the checkpoints?
A fun little
think he did.
A fun little thing you can actually do with these transparent objects. If you're using like a static camera, you can actually place a transparent object inside the camera and use it sort of like as an Instagram filter or something. Sometimes it looks cool, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But let's just, for the heck of it, try to glue this thing.
Oh yeah, King Shibu is writing. It was I. It was I.
Let's try to glue this to the camera.
Well done, Shibu, by the way.
And all right, and you can see it has this hue, this sort of orange hue now.
Oh yeah,
orange gradient, the bluish hue.
Hashtag Instagram.
yeah. It's not much of an Instagram filter really, but it does.
It's better.
Okay, so let's say you want to make something. Okay, we can go from maybe complete black to not black at all. So if we set the transition time here to, let's say, 5 seconds, and set the visibility to 0, then after 5 seconds, this ball here should disappear. So if you press 9, you see sort of it opens up, like starts being black, and then it sort of opens up, which can be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's only if you want that, really.
Hello, Nikolai. Welcome to the stream.
Translate it to 10, maybe.
Oh, and by the way, who also streamed CREY not long ago on his channel.
I'd even say actually about the hider here. One could actually make a day and night cycle. Like I'm not even kidding here, because if you I actually haven't thought about that, but just notice how the light changes. It becomes brighter.
Yeah.
Because we're actually it's the visibility, transitioning on the.
Actually, that's a really nice idea.
Yeah. Actually, I've never thought about that, but I dare anyone watching to to create a game using a day and night cycle, using what we just figured out here.
Yeah.
It's basically this ball just turning light and then transitioning back on.
We're getting new ideas.
Getting new ideas, right?
With the help of you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really a nice thing to do.
Yeah, one could actually do that.
Yeah. Because we actually don't have any features right now where you can set a weather change or a world setting change as you play. So that one is
not really.
Is a workaround for that. Wow.
So here, just got pretty annoyed that this was floating. I'm just trying to give it a little something here.
Oh, what was floating? Sorry.
That this brick here was just floating from the wall.
Oh,
I just wanted to support it with something.
Yeah.
And then I kind of like these glowing mushrooms in the dark.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have a couple, maybe a bunch of more. They're in the magical forest here.
Magical forest.
Magical forest.
Speaking of which, a Discord user Moo was actually writing a request in regards to importing your own characters, assets, models, and all this, and it is on a wish list down the road that we will look into and see what makes the most sense of it, and we'll of course make sure to announce when we get to that point. But before we get there, we are looking into, of course, adding a lot more assets to the library in CREY, so there will be much more to build with, and currently also working on a new default character for CREY. Completely forgot. We could actually mention that as well. Today, we pushed a new feature. We will promise to update the patch notes on that one. Deadly water. So if you press F4 or you go into the world settings and you go into water, you can now simply just say that on contact with water, it's deadly and the character dies. So you don't have to spread out a damage prop over water and do that. So that's a really nice feature.
Yeah.
Please check that out, and we will show that feature here as well.
Yeah, I mean we can check it already, right? I mean
new feature.
New feature.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just go in here, into the environment, go into the water.
There it is. Kill on contact.
Kill on contact, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's try that. So now when we touch the water, I think we'll die. There's
hopefully
some water down here. Yeah.
Yep. It works.
Totally.
So please feel free to use that if you set up a platformer, speeder runner, or somewhere where it's just water is deadly. Truth or dare? Nikolai writes, dare. I dare you to make a day/night cycle in CREY. Wow. We're being called out on stream.
Called out on the stream?
We're being called out on stream.
Oh,
let me see if I can ban.
Cool.
I'm just going to ban this guy.
Should we try and do that?
Challenge accepted.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I just said that. It's actually Scooten building right now. I'm just.
Okay, like I feel like we could go into another session and we could.
That's a good idea.
We could try and do it there.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's
just save this really quickly.
Yeah. Let's have a new day/night session.
Yeah. That was a good idea.
I promise to be a good guy. Yeah, that's. We wouldn't ban you.
So I feel like if you just have a static camera, and you use that hider thing that we just played with, I think we can actually do it.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, let's just go with like any of them.
Oh yeah, and by the way, top left corner, cylinder camera template. Feel free to check it out and use it. And again, we will reveal a week challenge with a chance to win a CREY Games hoodie and a month of Discord Nitro. Maybe I have that somewhere actually. I'm just gonna leave for a second and see if I can find the hoodie so you can see it.
All right, so let's just create a little scene here. Doesn't have to make any sense, just so we have something to look at. All right. Cool. So let's try and do that day and night cycle. All right.
Where am I? Am I
Where are
anywhere?
you?
This is the hoodie.
Yeah.
This is the hoodie. It's there's also an actual hood on the hoodie. Yep.
Okay. First, I'm just gonna place a sensor. The sensor will be on forever, and it's gonna target the camera. And let's place a camera somewhere. We'll make the day and night cycle. Let's do it like this, just to... It's just gonna be a little showcase.
Oregano is writing, Scooten, for your problem of sunlight in the cylinder. Couldn't you use the hider to get sunlight on lower levels when the camera angle is fixed? So you unhide when you reach higher levels.
Oh, okay, that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, that would be probably a fix. Yeah, thank you for that.
Duly noted.
Yeah, sure is.
Thank you, Oregano.
Thank you very much. Okay, so what we'll try now is that we'll do the day and night cycle. First thing we need is a primitive that is on top of the camera. Okay?
Yes.
So something like this, okay? All right, and we're just gonna turn that black. And now we need a hider to unhide this thing right here. So take a hider. Just target the primitive. Set the visibility to 0, because we want it to be invisible when it's day and visible during night. And then we'll have the transition time, which let's say 5 seconds. And as you can see over here, 5 seconds, and it should be solid black, and we should not be able to see anything at all.
Nope.
Okay, so what we'll do is that we'll just power this hider with an input trigger so we can test it more reliably. Let's put this to jump, and let's lock the character. And
locking the character, when you do that, means no moving.
No jumping. Basically, you lock that key. So if, let's say we have jump, that is space. When we lock the player, it means that whenever we press space, the input trigger is going to send power, but the character will be unable to jump.
Yeah.
And you can actually lock the whole keyboard if you want to. Very rarely you want to, but sometimes maybe during a cutscene, you'd like the character not to be able to move.
Yes, that is true.
And in that case, it would be nice to just lock all the keys.
Oh,
right?
and by the way, in regards to cutscenes, Scooten made a video on how to make cutscenes. I'm just gonna share it in the chat here, so you can set up cutscenes yourself. Let's see here. Sorry for interrupting.
We sort of have something here, but I'm just wondering why it's still looking through. I think... What if we do this? Maybe it was because it was inside the actual... No. Well, let's
just
try again.
Sharing the link meanwhile with the cutscenes video. Do check that out as well.
All right, so now it's black. All right, it's complete night. We press space. Well...
Is it working? Is it working?
Yeah, now it's night again. It's turning into night. And we should just keep it barely visible. So I think it should have, like, instead of turning...
That's actually...
Like, maybe put it something like this. Nah. Alright, so we did the right thing here. But what we want to do is, I mean, this only happens when we press the actual key. It should have a default, I think, so we will need another hider here. Just set it to like its default almost black, which is something like this.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Right. So this is the night scenery.
Oh, you can see the cylinder on the character there.
Yeah, I can see the canister.
Yeah, the canister. Yep.
And you can see some of the terrain.
Yeah.
It's sort of, it's night-ish,
yeah,
right?
that is definitely night.
And now we press space.
Oh. You know what? See, yeah, okay.
It actually works.
I just thought of an idea for opening a game with a scene like that. That's really nice.
The thing is here that I think what we should do now is actually, instead of using the input trigger, we should use a generator, all right? Because with the generator, we can actually make a cycle, which means, say it's on for 10 seconds, or maybe like, yeah, let's just do 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, just
then
to
it's
test.
off for 10 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and we could even match the transition time, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna try this.
Oh, did you?
Now it's day, running around. Everything is visible. Everything is good.
You can hear the birds chirping away.
Yeah.
It's summertime.
And I feel like nothing is happening.
Oh, did you actually connect the generator?
Yeah, didn't I? I think. No?
Ah.
I just placed the generator.
Oh, should that be?
Well, that might have been it. Let's try again. Here comes the day.
I'm
Okay.
counting. I'm counting 10 seconds.
Yeah. And
now.
here comes the night. All right.
Wow.
I mean, it works.
That
right?
was close. Just
It actually works.
That works really well.
Like the thing is, but I think this only works because we're using the static camera.
Yeah.
Because like we couldn't really do it with the regular camera. I think. Or maybe we could, but
it might be an option.
yeah.
I mean, feel free to play with that setting.
Yeah.
Oh, and meanwhile, just an additional information. We had the Discord user CREY, I don't know if it's pronounced correctly, actually request some stuff for the audio gameplay prep. And we've actually looked into that and will be adding at the beginning of next week. I don't think it's in yet. Some more like happy, relieving, like you've just beaten a boss or went through a cave in your game, and you've entered the other side, and there's sun and brightness, and then some like more angelic, happy, relieving music, ambient sounds. So that will be added. Just saying, if you are in on the stream. CREY, I don't know how to pronounce it, XIEDAI, but it was a really nice request, so we hope that it can be put to good use. I will make sure to announce it in the Discord when it's ready.
Let's just see here. We are now getting, and here comes the night.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I guess you could make gameplay like this.
Yeah. Yeah, you could probably set a trigger for it. So when you move into the sensor in a specific area, you could set up the audio, the sound for it, and you could
definitely,
like could have monsters.
And even like if you didn't create gameplay around it, it would just be a really cool little feature. Actually, like a cool little thing.
Yeah, it brings really nice variation to.
I was just thinking like we can just should we just box it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny to see that girl that you can see the light on her back. Yes, it is.
Yeah, true.
We actually have right now that the hider is not hiding that entirely, the canister. It just wants to be revealed.
Yeah, the character's not even hidden there. So.
No. Yeah, let's box it up so everyone can use the day-night feature, and then you can, of course, play around with the settings as well yourselves. Could make a survival game where you lose life if you're not close to light during nighttime.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Oh yeah, that would be really
nice.
That's
a good idea. Oh shit, I have to go in here.
Box it up.
And go there.
Oh, every time we mention the library in regards to boxing, I really just have to remember everyone that it will be looked into with a boxing library cleanup. There are a lot of duplicates right now. So it looks a little bit like a mess, but it is actually functional. It's coming, and it's gonna be great. So it's fully functional.
Powered by generator. Okay. Yeah.
And there it is. And still no, this is CREY, not Minecraft 2.0. 2.0.
Alright, cool. And we did test the water, didn't we?
Yes, we showed the deadly water.
Yeah. Let's have a look at that again.
Oh, and we need to make sure to publish the 1 week challenge that we're going to have.
That's true.
Oh, and by the way, we will, when the winner is found, it's a 1 week challenge. We will reveal the winner here on the stream next Friday. So do join us there as well if you're going to participate. It's a play challenge. It's a be number 1 on the leaderboard challenge.
Yeah. Should we look at that, or when are we looking at that?
Yeah, we could look at that. it is actually something that required a completely new approach to something you built.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
an AI system.
I actually boxed that, so we can have a look at it here.
Oh, really?
The whole pathfinding. I will put out a fair warning here because this is it's a bit of a geeky setup.
It's very
Uh,
it's engineering.
That I was like contemplating like how to do this for a while, and then ended up with a solution. But we can just have a look in the box library here.
You probably don't have to go in depth because I've seen the setup. It's insane.
Yeah. So I'm not going to go in depth, but I will maybe teach you how to use it.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
So that everyone can actually use this little pathfinding thing, if we can find it.
Again, there will be a search and indexing of
Yeah,
the libraries, so that is to come. Fear not, fear not.
Fear not.
3 hours
I'm
late.
sort of, yeah. I'm thinking it should have popped up by now, but I'm not sure about the ordering
Sometimes
here.
the ordering is a bit out of touch with when stuff was added, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
But I feel like I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
But I'm not even sure anymore. Okay, good.
oh, yeah, there's also an
Should be up
inventory
here.
system added, actually. We've had some requests, while Skuden is looking for that, we've had some requests in regards to RPG elements in CREY. Stuff like leveling, spells, inventory. And that's really something that would be very nice to have right now. But it's a work in progress. So the thing about CREY is that you can actually work around a lot of stuff. And we had Guan make he made an inventory setup that he boxed for us. It's at the very bottom of the library. So if you do have a game where you need to find stuff and pick up stuff, please try to use it. It's really awesome. He might make a short video about how to use it. But basically, the stuff you collect, you can actually see when you press the key. I don't know what key he set up to it. You can change that yourselves. And then you see an inventory of what you've collected. So it's a start, and it's
Yeah.
really well made.
So I'm really thinking that this whole thing is just gone. I can't, and I can't find it. I do have a level with it.
Yeah,
The challenge.
that's true.
Should we look at that?
That's the challenge. Yeah, I think we could actually show that before we start the challenge and publish it.
Should we do that?
That's a really good idea.
Okay. All right.
Maybe a setting on a box, my boxes with subsections created by me. Yes, that I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
is to
yeah.
come. Every box that you have created, you will be able to see in a section.
Yeah.
And subscribed to. Yes, we've actually talked about that as well. If there is a builder that you really think makes some awesome boxes, that you can make sure to get a notification when that builder is sharing a new box and all that stuff. It's going to be really nice.
Should we look at the challenge?
Yes, let's
Yeah.
do that. The challenge is not published yet.
No,
We
Not yet.
we will do that.
but here it is.
Yes.
And some of you may recognize the.
Anyone
game?
recognize the game? Subscribing to a box, not the creator. Well, yeah, that's not a bad idea either. Just noting that down.
So
Requests.
let's
are
just have a
so
look at
welcome.
it, and let's maybe have a look at the what we did first, like the requirement in order to build this game properly is. Let's see if we can grab it. I'll just take this one over here.
Please tell me you recognize this game.
All right. Let's just drag the character over here a little quick.
Dune writes easy game.
Yeah, we'll see about that. All right. So, yeah, really, this was a pretty big challenge doing the enemy NPCs here. The ghosts for the Pac-Man. I actually ended up doing like a whole pathfinding
Yeah,
solution for it.
pretty impressive.
And basically, it works. It should work something like this. So it's basically gonna try to find the easiest way to reach you. and it's not always super good at it, but
It's trying.
like eventually it'll reach you,
Yes.
right? Like the thing is that when it reaches a wall, it turns right until it's no longer obstructed, and then turns towards the character. That's what you're seeing here, and then it turns right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and I could make it go left, but it would just be like an endlessly huge setup. Because like if you look at it here,
Now this is the part where you have to just breathe for a second.
this is actually everything that's going on. It's all the components that were used to do this. Please keep in mind that I did spend a long time doing this, and I've tried to do it multiple times, and then eventually it clicked.
That is the visual
here it is.
programming tool of CREY, the gameplay pros.
And the way it works, like very easily, if you notice, there's a seeker here and there's a rotator.
yeah,
That's like and then we have the directional movies over here. That's the basics, right? So the thing is that this seeker right here is not moving; it's just looking at the character at all times. And it has this little oh, my bad. Sorry, it has this little primitive here, and then there are these sensors up here that sense this primitive.
hey PT Crossfire, welcome
So let's
to
say like
the stream.
like right now, for example, this is being sensed, and then it sends power to this directional mover, and it moves the character in this direction right here. Okay, but then when it hits a wall, you don't want it to move through the wall, and that's why you have another sensor down here, which sort of, you know, recognizes this wall, turns off the seeker, and turns off the sensor, moving it forward, and then instead it turns on the rotator, which snaps right instantly, and then turns on this directional mover over here. Okay, but only until it's no longer obstructed.
Yes.
And then it turns on the sensor again, and it snaps towards the character, and yeah, so
Yeah.
it tries to find the character. It gets blocked by something.
Yeah.
Finds another way until it's free.
Yeah.
Finds the character again, and then
Wrap
it just
that.
keeps on going like that.
Yeah.
And that's why it'll always eventually find you.
I'm Laris, the one with the bad hair day. That's me, Crossfire.
So it actually ended up working all right, and we can just look at the game real quick.
Yes, let's do that. So, oh, by the way, Crossfire, you actually talked about CREY t-shirt or hoodie, and we are revealing a 1 week challenge starting at the end of the stream very soon, where the number one on the leaderboard has a chance to win a CREY Games hoodie, as well as a 1 month of Discord Nitro, and look forward to see the leaderboard.
Oh,
We will reveal the winner next stream, next Friday. You can't
Yeah.
trust a gamer without glasses. That's true. That's
oh,
true, dude.
do we have some extra?
Do we have extra glasses? Well, mine
I actually do
have-
wear glasses normally. So.
I don't see very far. I need these glasses.
Just to let you all know,
Wow.
I just put this in a box. It should be in the box library. If you want to change something, yeah, but don't be intimidated. Basically, delete whatever is under here. Let's just delete this character really quickly. We're missing an eye here. Now what we can do is place, let's say, this pig here. I'm just gonna place it there, really unhide. So what you want to do is that you want to glue this pig to this primitive, just like that. And then you want to grab all the sensors underneath. So this one, and this one, and this one, and this one.
You multi-select by holding down control.
Holding control, yeah. And then just press T on the keyboard to target, like that. And that's everything. So you glue it to the primitive, you target them right there, hit 9, and now you have a pig following you around instead. It's not really moving in the right direction.
Oh, but Piggy don't care.
Piggy don't care. If you wanted to just add in another seeker that's always looking at the character, and then glue the pig to that seeker, the seeker to the primitive, and there you go.
Can't I just buy the hoodie? We actually don't have anything for sale in regards to that right now. Maybe down the road. That's not a bad idea. But right now it's simply just participating in the challenges. But there will be more to come, and we'll also have some giveaways in the future, Crossfire. So fear not, the sun will shine on you. with a hoodie.
Should we
I'm
try
sure.
this quickly here?
Yeah. So this is actually the wow. This is just nice.
Here it is. And they're actually pretty intimidating sometimes, the enemy NPCs.
So basically, this is the 1 week challenge. This is the game where if you are the fastest to collect all the coins in this Pac-Man tribute, you will win the hoodie and the Discord Nitro for a month. It's not published yet, but it will be soon.
It will be. And I guess the challenge will be a time challenge.
Yes.
So
Whoever
the win condition
picks
is
them-
really...
collects them fastest.
Yeah, you have to collect all of them to
Yeah.
win. So you can't win unless you collect all of them.
Yeah.
And then it's just a matter of, I guess, finding the fastest route. I haven't figured it out yet,
Wow, that was close.
but I guess some of you can do that. I will live a life dangerously.
Beautiful
here.
game. Thank you, Dune. I can't participate in the challenges. Maybe you know someone who can and win it for you. I don't know. You can share. You can just copy paste the URL and share the game with someone who might just be the number one for you. Wow, that is a.
It's funny because like it just doesn't
naughty.
work without the black, right?
No, that's true. It
Isn't it
really
right?
works well with that. Yeah.
It has to be black.
Yeah, I think if you play it a lot, it might be too bright with all the others.
Yeah. Oh, it does that sometimes.
Maybe we should have a feature where you can actually just change the color of a primitive. Yeah, I'll just fix that and we'll have that tomorrow. No, that's not true. So what we're going to do is publish this.
Yeah.
And I will share with you the challenge setup where you can see what you can win and where you can click to participate. It's actually just the same as going to the website. And some brief information about the challenge.
Are we doing that now?
Yeah, let's go.
We're just
Let's
publishing
go.
this now.
Let's go.
All right,
Let's go.
guys, this is it.
This is it.
And here we go. It's on its way. It should be out there.
I will share the link
Yeah.
for you guys to share as well. And with my link comes a short information about this challenge. And good luck, by the way.
Yeah, and good luck to everyone. Oh, and by the way, I just want to also encourage you guys to try and build something with the new template. What you're looking at right now is really simple setup here. You could just keep expanding on this. I mean, you can just take the cylinder and you can make them smaller and thinner or bigger, and you know, it's really up to you. And I'm really curious to see what you guys can come up with. Because I feel like there are a lot of possibilities for building with this. And keep in mind that you shouldn't feel too restricted to using the primitives here. You can build with the terrain if you want to, and just play around with it. I think it's really cool mixing these thing ups. So we can just, let's say we start over here, and then you can just go into the environment, raise the water a little bit.
Oh yeah, Oregano just actually wrote, is there a possibility to make the water rise?
Yeah, if you go in, oh, well, talk about the devil. You go into the environment here, press F4, go into environment, go to the water tab here, and then the water height, you should be able to raise it. This value will be raised a little bit. Right now it goes to 30, so don't build too high if you want to raise the water. So let's just say we raise it something like this, and we kill on contact. And now let's take the character over here. So now you can actually build a little like environment around this.
Oh, you mean continuously throughout playing, so the water will rise as
Oh,
you
okay.
play?
No, not right now.
Nope.
It's definitely it's something that we've talked about, and I think it's a really good idea.
I've just shared in the Twitch chat a link for the week challenge. Do join the Discord and share a screenshot. Do brag away of your high score if you momentarily, if you're on top, and have the leaderboard first place.
I'm really bad at this. Also, feel free to just delete the cylinder right here. The reason I placed it was that this is the furthest away that you can run. and still be able to see the character.
Oh, Nikolai, can you please rewrite that? I had a bug in the chat. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So, like, if you run around out here, you can't really run any further away because the camera stops here, and it's unable to move towards you as well. So that's the reason why I placed this area here, so that you know everything you build inside the cylinder here will be visible when you're running around. And the camera is just pivoting around the middle cylinder here. And I mean, you can just stack another one on top. You can even make it invisible and just use it as a reference when you build. I've done that in the game that we showed you early on.
Oh, sorry. Pressing play on the Pac-Man game does nothing. Oh.
Well,
Let me
it
check.
should.
Yeah, it should. Let's see here. I'm gonna press play and open the launcher. Let's see. Hopefully it will. I mean, if we do have technical issues with that, it will definitely be fixed. So, let's see.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, it's working here for me.
I can just try. Well, anyways, guys, just to summarize, the camera will follow you around the pivot here in the middle, and this flat white cylinder here is like everything you build inside that area in this frame will be visible during play.
Oh, pressing.
So
Sorry
just
to interrupt.
knock yourself out.
Pressing play on any game does not launch. Weird. I'll try to reinstall. Okay. Well, we did have some issues previously, right?
Yeah, there has been
With the website today.
Yeah, there's been some issues with the website today, but
Yeah.
should be fixed soon. Let's see if we can run it here.
See. It did work for me.
Yeah.
So I just passed it through. Maybe
And it seems to be working here as well.
we shouldn't need a reinstall for that fix, Nikolai. That should actually just work. Yeah, it's that's working well.
Oh,
Let's see. Are you about to set the high score right there?
nope. Definitely not. Definitely not. But yeah, I think that was most of what we wanted to show
Yes.
today.
Definitely.
So we've been through, there was a new template, which is the cylinder camera template here. Really looking forward to see what you guys come up with, and if you find it useful, please let us know. And we've been looking at Deadly Water, and we made a day and night cycle as well.
Yes, and thank you for that request.
Yeah,
Organa.
that was a good idea.
Yeah.
And then we had a little preview of something that we are building on, a little game.
Yes.
Probably going to be out next week.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and we took the dare from Nikolai in regards to actually making the day and night cycle.
we did. Yes.
And the 1 week challenge was launched.
Yes.
Oh, and by the way, we will look into if there are any issues with the website the coming days, and actually right now here, just to make sure that it runs as smooth as possible. Sorry about any technical hiccups we might have. We're really trying to have as few as possible, but please keep reporting it. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That being said, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, and have a nice weekend. And thank you
have a nice
all for
weekend,
tuning in.
everyone. Thanks for watching.
Bye bye.
Hey.